Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Aspen Patent's connected panel, Pipistrel closes a big deal, WingX Pro to be available for Android. I'm Bri Cross. It is October 13th, 2015, and this is Airborne Unlimited. This could be a game changer. Aspen Avionics has announced that it has been awarded a U.S. patent for its groundbreaking connected panel wireless cockpit system. The patent, first applied for in 2011, is the industry's only FAA-certified and patented avionics technology to safely interface wirelessly with non-certified mobile devices, such as the Apple iPad or Android devices, before, during, and after flight. John Uzakai, Aspen president and CEO, said, quote, "Early on in 2010, we realized we were witnessing a historic and rapid transformation of how non-certified wireless devices, such as the iPad, coupled with flight planning applications, were being used in the cockpit. We were the first to recognize that we could transform the way pilots fly by establishing two-way wireless communications with these devices to certified avionics to help the pilot with a number of tasks, including flight planning, weather, and information management," end quote. It looks like Pipistrel, the manufacturer of light sport and microlight aircraft, has hit the jackpot as it takes a firm order for 194 aircraft. Pipistrel will equip Indian Air Force, Indian Navy, and National Cadet Corps with its carbon fiber microlight aircraft Virus SW-80 Garad. The two-place aircraft is powered by an 80-horsepower engine and can reach a maximum speed of more than 120 knots, fly for a minimum of 3 hours, and climb to altitudes in excess of about 20,000 feet. The aircraft will be used exclusively for training of flight safety and air wing cadets and is equipped with an all-aircraft ballistic parachute rescue system. Pipistrel will begin with the deliveries to more than 100 locations all over India in 8 months' time. All 194 aircraft must be delivered within a period of 30 months after the first delivery. The contract also binds Pipistrel to deliver a further 100 aircraft after the third year, should the buyer want to do so. After the break, WingX Pro now offers a low-cost solution.
Now certified, Aspen Avionics single-band ADS-B, ATX100, and ATX100G transceivers are the next-gen ADS-B solution that provides the features pilots need while keeping flyaway costs low. Check it out now at aspenavionics.com.
Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
AML's patent-pending wireless induction charging system eliminates confusion over those charging cables, cuts down cockpit cable clutter, and allows you and your passengers to fly cordless and eliminate the cable nightmare. www.aviationmodificationleaders.com.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, Aero-TV, our website, or podcast, just email to news-spy@aero-news.net. Here's some great news for non-iPad users. Hilton Software has announced WingX Pro7 for Fire, an inexpensive tablet device offered by Amazon for as little as $42. WingX Pro7 for Fire's moving map includes VFR sectionals, IFR high and low en routes, planned routes, weather, TFRs, special use airspace overlays, and a comprehensive AFD. WingX Pro7 for Fire also includes integration with Lockheed Martin's Innovative Flight Services System, geo-referenced approach charts, and compatibility with popular external GPS receivers. WingX Pro7's unified subscription system allows pilots to run WingX Pro7 on iOS, Android, and Amazon Kindle Fire devices using a single account, potentially saving pilots hundreds of dollars each year. WingX Pro7 for Fire is planned to be available in October 2015 through the Amazon App Store. Every Tuesday, we're going to look ahead at some of the more interesting events in the aviation universe. Here is this week's Aero-Calendar. Augusta, Georgia is the location of Boshear's 22nd Annual Skyfest, being held October 17th and 18th. This year's theme is Love at First Flight. The mission of Boshear's Skyfest is to honor the memory of the Boshear's brothers by raising awareness of general aviation and its history in Augusta. The air show features top performers. If you're a glider pilot or want to know more about it, the 9th Pungo Glide-In at the Virginia Beach Military Aviation Museum is the place to be. The event takes place on Saturday, October 17th. It allows soaring in sight of the Atlantic Ocean, and vintage gliders are welcome. They say there is a possibility of flights by a TG-4 glider World War II training glider, besides TSS vintage gliders. Running the weekend of October 16th through the 18th is the Balloons over Mount Vernon and Fly-In. The Mount Vernon Outland Airport will be the backdrop of the fly-in, and the event will host over 18 hot air balloons, warbirds including a PV-2 Harpoon and P-51 Mustang, a car show, pancake breakfast, veterans reunion, aviation education, and much more. After these messages, a union agreement could lead to more aircraft.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
The KSN 770 is an affordable, WAS-enabled integrated MFD with a flexible hybrid user interface from Bendix King. Get your fingers on the 770's perfect blend of touchscreen and hard buttons. Easily control your GPS navigation, Navcom, weather, traffic, and terrain in any condition. For more information, go to bendixking.com.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. In an effort to reach an agreement with its pilots' union, United Airlines has said it plans to buy a fleet of new 100-seat regional jets. They're looking at either Bombardier or Embraer if they can reach an agreement in the next month and a half. A NATO Puma Mk2 helicopter went down while landing at the headquarters of the Resolute Support Mission that is training security forces in Afghanistan last Sunday. 5 NATO troops were fatally injured, according to officials. 5 others received lesser injuries. The Boeing company announced it will donate $100,000 to provide immediate aid and relief to victims of the widespread flooding across South Carolina, the company announced last week. Relief efforts are expected to continue across the state for an extended period. Frontier Airlines has taken delivery of the first Airbus A321 to join its fleet. In the last year, the airline has placed firm orders for 19 A321s, reflecting its market strength and the need for the largest Airbus A320 family member. Dr. Pam Bird of the Byrd Aviation Museum in Idaho was fatally injured last Friday along with her friend, renowned pilot Tookie Hensley, and Tookie's husband Don. We at ANN offer our sincere condolences to the families involved in this tragic accident. Well, that's our trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. For many years, there have been attempts to bring recreational aviation a true ultimate Walter Mitty machine in the form of a personal single-place jet. It wasn't until Sonex came out with their kit-built version of the Subsonics that we finally got what we wanted. Now Sonic reports that the skies over Oshkosh were once again filled with a tiny jet noise as the JSX-2 worldwide fleet doubled with the first flight of the second Subsonics JSX-2 aircraft completion. John Monnet took the sister ship of the Subsonics' first JSX-2 for a short flight which was uneventful and successful. The number 2 JSX-2 was constructed at the same time as the first JSX-2, but flying the aircraft took a back seat to flying and refining its Sonic's yellow sibling, leading to its use advertising the design as Bob Carlton's airshow bird. The gray shark-mouthed JSX-2 No. 2 will serve as Sonex's Oshkosh-based subsonics factory demonstrator and incorporates all the latest refinements to the subsonics design. Well, that's our program for today. Remember to get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. Please join us and a growing roster of over 100 outstanding industry associations and organizations every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news from the staff of the Aero-News Network, the aviation world's most comprehensive news and information resource.